What's up, YouTube? Man, like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. How everybody doing this evening, man? Man, I want to touch on a topic, man, that I think need to be discussed. It's about these YouTube content creators that's out here just that's putting out content that's real fucked up for real. You know what I mean? They calling themselves having, on one hand, trying to say that they doing it because they having morals and they standing on integrity and they standing on certain pride and all of that bullshit. But the way they doing it with a lot of female tendencies and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a line that you should draw as men where certain shit you just don't do. And it's like, man, I got a few. I refuse to name names, because that ain't no shit men do. I refuse to name any men names. But I got a few characters. That's what I call them. Some characters on here that just they keep throwing shots at me because I refuse to boycott an individual that they have issues with on YouTube, because I don't have an issue with them. And my thing is, as a man, the way I was raised, just because you got a problem with another man, that don't mean I gotta have a fucking problem with that man. That's universal law. You take care of your business. If you got a problem with somebody, you go handle your business with that man. That's universal law. Why you don't need everybody to jump on the bandwagon with you? Because if I got a problem with anybody, I don't need nobody to come handle my business with me. I'm gonna go handle my business. Whether I'm by myself, I don't have no problem with that. I'm gonna go do what I gotta do, and that's just that. I don't need nobody to come. I don't need no parade of people to come to pump me up and put no batteries in my fucking back for me to feel encouraged enough to go fucking do it. But these dudes got a whole bunch of female traits where they feel as though they gotta have the whole YouTube sector with them to go at this one particular guy. And now I got guys coming, throwing shots at me, putting false narratives out there on my jacket, when I'm like, man, I'm coming at these dudes on peaceful. You know what I mean? I've never came at, for the most part, all my videos are knowledgeable videos. I don't put out, I try not to put out bullshit content. And when I talk to these other guys on their videos, I try to give them encouraging words, because especially the young guys, I try to give them a little bit of knowledge to keep their ass focused. You know what I mean? Trying to keep them from making the same mistakes I made in the streets. I try to keep them from bumping heads with each other, because you can easily, these little YouTube beefs can easily spur over into the streets. So I try to keep them from letting it spill over real quick. So I tell them, man, chill out, man, because it's not that serious. You know what I mean? But it's a few of these characters that I call them that keep throwing shots my way, and I'm like, I think I'm being a little too nice with these guys, because they got me fucked up. You know what I mean? They take my niceness as being soft. They take my niceness as like I'm some type of bitch nigga or something, when they got it totally fucked up. And I keep trying to tell these dudes, they need to really do some research on who the fuck Yak is. It took a long time for me to reach this point where I ain't spazzing the fuck out and taking a trip to New York and standing in front of these niggas' face. It took a long time for me to get to this level. But that's the part they not understanding. But they taking that as I'm this old, washed up nigga, not taking it as I'm an old nigga that made it to this point, that then elevated. You understand what I mean? But that's that dumb nigga mentality. That's that dumb nigga mentality. And I'm trying to steady explain to him, and I'm coming at him in a peaceful manner, time after time. But I'm going to different cats' panels trying to keep the peace with them. Like, man, brothers, y'all out of line, you know what I mean? Because don't put no false narrative on me. I don't take kindly to the name calling and the name drops and all of that type of shit. Because for one thing, two things for certain, you won't hear nobody from Chicago come on here on YouTube and say any type of bullshit about me from Chicago, because that's my hometown. And I spent 10 years in California. You would not hear nobody come from California with no type of smut on my jacket, because I'm that same dude when I was living in California. And now I got 15, well, matter of fact, I got almost 20 years in Baltimore. And you won't have no niggas coming from Baltimore with no smut on my jacket, because I'm the same nigga in Baltimore. So that's the part I'm trying to explain to these dudes. Y'all putting out a narrative that y'all don't even have no idea about. Y'all going off of YouTube videos. Y'all going off me being positive from YouTube videos. Y'all going off me being positive from me commenting on y'all videos, giving y'all positive, encouraging words. So y'all take that as something soft about me, which is the furthest thing from the fucking truth. But I don't feel as though I should have to try to sell it to you brothers. And I'm not gonna try to sell it to y'all no kind of way. But that's where the ignorance come in with our peoples, man. Our people's always looking to try to poke holes in our own people. I had a cat tell me today, Yak old and washed up. My response back to him was, yeah, I'm a little older now. But you do realize it took something for me to make it this far, right? You do realize that, right? It took some shit for me to make it to be this far, right? That's the shit that don't logically register to these motherfuckers. I come from the hood. I come from the fucking slums. I didn't come up in no fucking suburbs. I didn't come up with no silver spoon in my fucking mouth. I come up from the bottom. In the shits. But they don't, that shit goes right over their head, man. But it's like we got these young cats now, man, they got so many feminine ass ways, man, and it's like this. It's sad, scary at the same time, man. Cause they throw these threats out there, man, that they don't even know. If you was gonna do something to somebody, man, you don't tell nobody what you're gonna attempt to do to them, man. That ain't the era I come from. Cause if I'm gonna do something to you, you gonna look up and I'm gonna be standing right there and put that thing up in you. But you know, I ain't on that type of time. I'm just trying to wake these brothers up, man, because it's like, that's why so many of them dropping like flies right now, because they run their mouth too much. They tell what they gonna attempt to do real quick, and then they get it done to them quickly. But they don't get it. Our people are the only one that's just repeatedly like crabs in a bucket. Whenever you see something positive in our community, we try to tear it down. Any positivity always have to turn to a negative when it comes to our people. Why is that? It's a sad time when you have people jump on the bandwagon of some young ignorant fucks, and they be talking about morals. How do you have morals when you sit on here doing moralless shit for hours and hours? You make videos 3-4 hour videos doing moralist shit, talking moralist shit, but you talking about you doing it because you standing on a moral code. Y'all shit is blinded. Y'all blinded by your own ignorance. Basically, your own ignorance. And then you got guys that's searching for this YouTube success. It's a few of them that know better, and I know they know better, but they're afraid to get blocked. They're afraid to get blocked out of this little group of. They're afraid to get blocked out of the little group of people on here that have a nice following. So they go along with like a little get-along game. And they go along with the little bullshit like it's okay. And you know what I mean? I'm just not one of them following type dudes. So I just, you know what I mean? That's some shit I just can't go along with. So, you know what I mean? That's just, man, that's my shout out for the day, man. Like, subscribe, and share. Yak, Chi-Town's finest. And we out.